Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So if you guys like the video, make sure to go ahead and smash the like button and maybe even consider subscribing for more. So in today's video, I'm going to be bringing my ultimate 1 to 99 thieving guide for Ironman accounts. Now, this is personally the methods that I went ahead to use to get myself from 1 to 99 thieving, more so focused on getting items, GP, and overall great things for your account. Now, I'm going to start off by talking about some useful items that you can go ahead and get for your Ironman account to make the thieving process a little bit easier. Now, the first one being the Arty Achievement Cloak. Now, this is a reward from the medium Arty Diary, and while wearing this, it will give you a 10% increased chance at pickpocketing in Arty. This is very useful because majority of the thieving we will be doing will be in Arty. Very good to go ahead and get, and you can go ahead and get the hard and the elite when you progress your account even farther, but the medium is really all you're going to need. Now, the next item is the Dodgy Necklace. Now, while equipping this necklace, it will provide a 25% chance to prevent from being stunned or damaged while pickpocketing NPCs. That is huge, especially at lower levels. And the next item is going to be the Rogue's equipment. Now, the Rogue's equipment is obtained from doing the Rogue's Den minigame. I have a guide for it on my channel. It's fairly simple to go ahead and get, and when you get this outfit, it will 100% of the time give you double the loot from pickpocketing NPCs around the game. This is absolutely huge in order to go ahead and make money with thieving in the future. It won't increase your experience, but it is highly recommended that you go ahead and get this, especially being an Ironman account. I also want to bring up that you can do a bunch of quests to get some thieving experience. So here is a list of them all right here. Feel free to pause it or, screenshot it or something if you like, or just go to the Runescape wiki. Some really big ones that I would recommend you go out of the way is the feud you can do at a very low thieving level for a 15k experience reward, and even just some of the other ones you will have to go ahead and do to get your diary completed, like what was I talking about, like biohazard and stuff like that. Try and knock a bunch of these quests out. In total, you get 123,000 experience just from questing alone for thieving. Alright, so now for the actual leveling proportion. From levels 1 to 5, just in Lumbridge, or pretty much anywhere in the game, you'll find men and women. Lumbridge is typically the best spot, and all you have to do is pickpocket these guys up until level 5. It should only honestly take you a couple of minutes to get to level 5. Now, be warned, you will probably be filling these a lot at a lower level, but when you get the coin pouches, I think you can get 28 at a time, and then you just open them up, and then you can keep pickpocketing once again. This should not take you very long. Now, once you hit level 5 thieving, you can make your way over to Arty, and this is where you can start stealing from the baker's stalls. Now, this is where you will get a lot of good food if you are a low-level Ironman, where you can go ahead and take it to like Wintertodt or something like that. So if you would like to, you can go ahead and bank the food just like right here, so just run back and forth. I did this, especially a low-level Ironman, you need bread for some quests as well, so you can go ahead and take that, but the best place for you to stand is actually just like right here where the guard is, because I find you get caught a lot less here. You can go ahead and mark the tile if you want, but it's just where the guard is right here, and then just continuously steal from the stalls. Now, if there is a populated world, you might want to hop to a world where you're by yourself, just because of the fact that if somebody else takes it, you have to wait for the next action to go ahead and happen. But overall, this one will be very, very quick. You can get some pretty good food, like I said, at a low level Ironman, and if you stay in this spot, you should get caught a lot less. If you do get caught, the best thing you can go ahead and do is either run a little bit far away, or you can go ahead, open this door, climb up the ladder, and then they won't be aggro to you anymore. But this is a good spot to stand. And now you can go ahead and do this all the way up until level 25 thieving. Once you hit level 25 thieving, you can go ahead and now steal from fruit stalls. Now keep in mind you will need 15% in the Hosidius favor in order to go ahead and do this. Now to get the Hosidius favor, you can look up a guide. It's fairly simple to go ahead and get. It's actually one of the easiest favors. Pretty much the best way of getting here is putting your house here or using a Xerix talisman if you have one, and then just completely running up into the market here, and right here is the food stalls. Now the absolute best way to go ahead and do this is you want to lure these guard dogs into one of the buildings. Now you can simply do that by attacking one of the dogs, running into here and closing the doors, but they shouldn't bother you too much. Or if you have like a whip or an item that you can just kill them easily, you can go ahead and do so right here. Now the fruit stalls will be slightly faster experience, and you will have a chance of getting the Glavenora fruits. If you get those, I would recommend keeping those because you can use them for making the pies in the future, which will pretty much help you boost your herblore level, which can be very useful on an Ironman account. But you don't have to go ahead and bank them. It's just up to you. You could simply just kill the guard dogs, but if you're doing this long term, I highly recommend trapping them in the houses. Now you're going to want to go ahead and do this all the way up until, level 55. You could go a little bit higher than this or switch methods like I will show you in a second, but this is one of the best ways about going for thieving at the lower levels until you unlock some of the better stuff. The thing I like about this area is you do get caught a lot less than other areas, and it will be a little less frustrating for you than going to some of the other areas until you have a higher thieving so that your success rate is a bit higher. But yeah, this is a really good place to go ahead and stay and yeah, get your Hosidius favor and train your thieving up. Now at level 55 farming, you unlock Arty Knights, which is one of the best ways to go ahead and make money on this game, especially for being an Ironman, just the raw cash. But if you do not want to go ahead and do the Arty Knights right away, you could go ahead to Master Farmers for a little while. Now, Master Farmers are located in a bunch of areas in the game, but if you have the Arty Cloak, I recommend you thieve them in Arty, because then you will have the Arty Cloak to go ahead and use there. The thing about Master Farmers that I really like is you can go ahead and get a ton of nice herb seeds for Ironman, especially if you went ahead and got the Rogue's outfit like I recommended in the beginning. You can go ahead and honestly do Master Farmers all the way up until level 99. Now this will be a very slow process, but you will bank so many seeds, probably enough to get yourself like 99 herblore just off the herb seeds that you will get here. This will be a very slow process, and it will suck failing at the Master Farmer, but if you bring the Arty Cloak and the dodgy necklaces and you have the Rogue's outfit, you will be making a decent amount of seeds here, or money I guess if you were a main account. And you can also use the other seeds for birdhouse runs and stuff like that. I really do actually like Master Farmers, and the higher thieving level you are, the less you fail them and the more enjoyable it becomes. But yeah, it does have a lot of frustrations with this method, but this can be a very good method if you want to get your thieving level up a little higher and then go on to something else like Arty Knights. But Master Farmers are an option that you can go ahead and do all the way until 99. Now the best way to go ahead and do Arty Knights is actually switch to a very highly populated world like World 2, or whichever world you think will have enough people on it. Now usually in World 2, and in this bank right here are Arty Knights. Now, Arty Knights are one of the best ways about going to go ahead and make yourself money, right? Now, being an Ironman, you will need the rogue equipment for this to get double the money. Now, one thing I highly recommend you go ahead and do is for your settings, go to NPC attack options and change this to hidden. Now you will not have the chance of attacking the Arty Knight, and you can just one-click him and continuously pickpocket him over and over and over again. This can get very tedious, but it is doable to like watch like a movie or watch YouTube videos on the side while you go ahead and do this, and the thieving experience is honestly pretty good. I would highly recommend you get a lot higher than level 55. That's why I would recommend you do maybe Master Farmers or even the next method in order for yourself to get a lot higher thieving level. But once you get into the high 80s, it's very very doable, and you're right by a bank if you need food or to get more dodgy necklaces or whatever. And over time, you will be surprised with the amount of money you go ahead and stack up from these guys. Once you get 28 coin pouches, you just open them up and continuously keep spamming. Now, it doesn't look like we're making a lot of money, but you do this for hours upon hours, you will just see the money stack up. This is how I honestly got like multiple million GP on the Ironman account at while going for 99 thieving. This isn't the only method that I did, however, but this is one of the more enjoyable ones just because it is so easy. And then obviously when you get 99, you will never fail, so you can just continuously make money here if you want and get some good thieving XP. I switched up my methods from Arty Knights, Pyramid Plunder, and then Master Farmers. Whatever I kind of wanted to do at the moment, that's what I went ahead and done. But I will go ahead and show you guys the next method now. Now, my absolute favorite way of training thieving is by doing the Pyramid Plunder minigame. Now, you can go ahead and get here from completing the Ichlin's Little Helper quest and get access to Sophonim. And the best way of getting here is obviously just taking the magic carpets, or if you do go ahead and have a Pharaoh's Scepter, which you actually won't because you get it from the minigame, you can go ahead and teleport there. But the best way is just by taking the magic carpet and walking and getting there yourself. Now, the Pyramid Plunder minigame, I have a whole separate guide on my channel, which I will go ahead and link in the description. It's a fairly simple minigame to go ahead and play, but it is very enjoyable, and it's actually fairly rewarding as well, because you go ahead and get yourself the Pharaoh's Scepter, which is used to make the Dark Altar in the POH, which is obviously very good for upgrading into the Occult Altar and stuff like that in the future. So every Ironman will need to go ahead and get at least one Pharaoh's Scepter. Now, the thing I like about the Pyramid Plunder minigame is it's actually a very interactive minigame where you have to kind of like run through a dungeon in a way and unlock different doors and then eventually loot the urns. Now, basically you want to loot the last 2 level urns that you floors that you can have access to. Now, what I mean by this is every 10 levels, starting at level 21, you unlock a new floor. So at level 21 you will get room 1, 31 thieving, you will get room 2, and so on, all the way up until 91. Now, a lot of people say do not come to Pyramid Plunder until you have 91 thieving so that you can do the last 2 floors. Now, I don't totally agree with this. I think you can go to Pyramid Plunder whenever you want, and even if you want to at 55 and come all the way here until, you know, you have enough level to not fail at the Arty Knights or the Master Farmers anymore, that can be a very viable option. Or you can come to Pyramid Plunder until you get your Pharaoh's Scepter and then go back to the other methods for money. Now, the best way I went ahead and did it is just kind of do what I wanted when I felt like it, really. If I needed seeds, I'd go to Master Farmers. If I wanted cash, I would go to Arty Knights. And if I wanted just fast thieving experience, I would go to Pyramid Plunder. Now, most of it, I'm not even gonna lie, was at Pyramid Plunder. I just honestly have a lot of fun with this mini game, and it's very, very fast thieving experience. You can get up to 280,000 thieving experience an hour. I guess that is at 91 thieving, but you know, it's fairly good. Even at lower levels, you can push 100,000 experience at like level 60 thieving. So it doesn't really get much better than this, and you have a chance at getting that Pharaoh's Scepter as well. Now, the good thing about Pyramid Plunder is the levels come so fast that pretty much by the time you get to the level you need, you can go back to Arty Knights and fail a lot less. Now, once you get to the last 2 rooms, so for me, I have 99 thieving, so I need to do room 7 and room 8. All you have to go ahead and do is loot the urns, and you will get massive thieving experience. And then if you go ahead and search the grand gold chest, you have a chance of getting the Pharaoh's Scepter. It is a fairly rare chance, but if you do this all the way from 1 to 99 thieving, or I guess you would say 21 or even 50 to 99 thieving, you should get yourself a Pharaoh's Scepter. I did, only, 30 levels maybe here, and I got myself 3 Pharaoh's Scepters. I was fairly lucky, but very, very good minigame. I highly recommend you bring a Serpentine Helm so you don't get poisoned if you do have that, or you could just bring some super anti-venoms or something like that. Or you can go ahead and complete the contact quest and get access to a bank that is very close, so you don't even have to worry about that. But honestly, Pyramid Plunder is just such a solid minigame, such fast thieving experience as well, and honestly very enjoyable. Once you get into the rhythm of it, you can just keep going and going and going. Me and my friend actually back in 2019 went for 99 thieving at the same time, and it was honestly a lot of fun. We were both just doing Pyramid Plunder like all day every day, and it was just a ton of fun. Honestly, 10 out of 10 method. I love this minigame. Once this green bar though gets to the very end, you will get kicked out of the dungeon and you'll have to kind of go through it again and get yourself to the last few floors again. So you kind of want to be very quick with this mini game. It's not too much AFK time, but it is extremely fun, extremely rewarding, and it's just such fast XP. It really doesn't get much better than this. I honestly find this less frustrating too than, you know, pickpocketing guards and constantly failing or constantly having to get some more dodgy necklaces. This is just so much more enjoyable, and just to see these big XP drops, it will motivate you to go for 99, trust me. Well, that about sums it up for my methods of getting to 99 thieving. If I would have to recommend anything to you, would honestly be going to Pyramid Plunder at like, you know, 51 or 61 thieving. Get yourself up to like the high 80s of thieving, and then go ahead and do Master Farmers for a while, do some Arty Knights for a while, make your GP, make your seeds, then go back to Pyramid Plunder and finish it off, just because it is such fast experience. But you can do it in any order you want. Thieving is honestly such a good skill to get knocked out as an Ironman account, because you get so many resources from it. You can get money, seeds, and just overall get yourself a nice 99 on the account. And even once you already have 99 thieving, you can continuously get money from it. It's a good skill, very good to go ahead and do on the Ironman, and it does help with a ton of quests. If you get 99 even before, like as a low level, like Desert Treasure and stuff like that will be a joke. All the thieving requirement quests will be a joke. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If it did go ahead and help you, go ahead and comment 99 thieving, and I will go ahead and catch you in the next one. See ya later.